But good news is we're live, so I'm going to start the thing. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wrestle Watch podcast, brought to you by BODYSLAM.net. I am always Cassidy Haynes, owner of BODYSLAM.net, and I do pretty much everything. And as usual, I'm joined by my man Tom. Tom Talks Rubbish. What's happening, buddy?
As I said to you off camera, this could be interesting because I'm slightly drunk.
Hey, man. Like I told you off camera, that's fine because your boy's never sober when we do shit. Right? So let's fucking have fun with it. But yeah, man, guys, welcome to another episode of Wrestle Watch. This is our 9th, I think. So Thank you for hanging out with us for 9 of these so far. We appreciate it. But if you haven't, guys, are you following Wrestle Watch Pod on Twitter? It's at Wrestle Watch Pod. You made that one up, so I think I'm taking over this because I got tired of you botching it. But that's
yeah,
I'm just talking shit. But no, follow us on Twitter because we do these every week. We do this show, and of course, the matches are determined by a vote, and we put up a poll every week, and you guys get to pick pretty much what we're going to watch. So follow the Twitter Wrestle Watch Pod. That way, you can participate in this poll every week. I don't have to cram it down your throats by retweeting it 30 times a week. But hey, whatever, man. Whatever is clever. But While I'm telling you what else to follow, let's just go ahead and get all this shit out of the way. Are you following BODYSLAM.net on Twitter and on all the other channels and mediums as well? Because you should be. If you're not, it's at BODYSLAM.net on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're on all of them with the same handle, so you should be able to find us there. But you should also be going to the website, right? BODYSLAM.net to get your news that way. You shouldn't be waiting on it to hit social media. That takes too long. So go to the website, get your shit that way, follow our news. We got stuff dropping all the time. It's been a busy day news-wise, man. That's why we talked about it a little bit off the air. It's been a day. It's been another day. It's been another busy news day. So that's whatever, man. We're here. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Taking a break from that shit to watch some wrestling with you, buddy.
It's like, it was quite funny. I apologized to you off camera for having to take a break, and you were like, no, don't apologize. This is fun. This is a break.
Yeah, man. Like, I've been nonstop doing news shit all day. So, but here we are. So, yeah, man. What else is new? Before we dive in, you said you had some beers today. You had a good day then? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, so as I was telling you off camera, my mum has got some pals over because they're going out for a few drinks later. And my stepdad turns to me in the afternoon and goes, should we go out for dinner just to get out of your mum's hair? And I was like, okay. And then we ended up having a couple of drinks and what have you.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we got back, it was like that they were already, 12 sheets to the wind. So I ended up having a couple of more. And then you messaged me saying, are we still good? And I'm like, oops, I better sober up.
You liar. You messaged me being like, hey, are we still doing this?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I messaged you as we were leaving the restaurant. And then I saw your message saying we were still good, should I say. And then I was like, oh, shit, I better sober up.
Yeah, dude, of course we're... No, you don't need to sober up, dude. This is the last place you need to be sober. In fact, I'll just help you out. But anyway, so today, it's another day. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch a match. But before we do that, let's talk about what we're not watching, right?
Yeah.
So let me pull up the right thing. So every week, like I said, we run us a poll on... Where can they find that poll, Tom? Why don't you tell everybody?
The Wrestle Watch Pod on Twitter.
Nice. You nailed it. Didn't fuck that up. I'm proud of you, buddy. Real proud of you for that one. I was waiting for it. I was totally waiting to be like, God damn it. No, dude. No, that's not right. But you nailed it.
You realize that now I know you wait for it. I may fuck it up just on purpose.
I mean, it's a good cover saying that you did it on purpose. Either way, you've at least covered yourself now to be like, nah, guys, I screwed that up on purpose. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
I like it. But anyway, so we ran a poll this week, and because this was the tail end of America's birthday week.
How was your 4th, by the way?
I went to Chattanooga and participated in TWE's Uncharted Territory, the weekly show on IWTV. And my roommate wrestled. My roommate had a match, and I rode with him and one of my buddies. I drove him down there. That he was on the show as well. They both won their matches. It was pretty dope.
Nice.
Yeah, I got pulled into a segment as well, so it's fine. Yeah, I was there. They were like, "Hey, we need you. We need your help." And I was like, "Fuck, okay." So I ended up being security. So I had to be security for the Slade versus Cruel, who is also Mads Kruger on MLW. So I had to be security for that match. So when Slade made his entrance, if you go back and watch, I'm one of the security guys, and we're escorting Slade in. And all of a sudden he stops and he looks up on this, like, there's this huge like storage container, like just a big fucking metal storage container that you put like on the back of it's they load up on boats and shit and ship shit with, like a shipping container. Yeah. It's one of those, and Cruel was on top of that, and he ran and did a dive onto us, and we all had to like catch the dive and just splatter security.
Did you R-Truth him? So sorry, did you miss him?
No, he connected with me chest to chest.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, I was like, Slade was right in front of me, and I'm about 6 inches taller than Slade, it felt like, because like his head came up to my like mouth. So when Cruel landed on Slade, he pretty much just swallows Slade up, and they hit me. But everybody like laid down, and like they all, but I had nowhere to go. So when I'm like falling, I'm like, shit, there's nowhere for me to fall because everybody's on the ground. So I ended up like slumped over a fucking chair. There's like a car seat. It was like a car, like, I don't know, it was some kind of fucking soft, like recliner.
Like a booster seat almost.
It was literally like somebody had taken the fucking seat out of a car, and it was just sitting. Right. Yeah, it was just sitting outside, and I ended up slumped over that thing, and I'm like, well, fuck, I'm here now. This is where I die. So I just lay there and sold the move on this chair while everybody else is laying in the wet. It's actually worked out for me. Everybody else is laying in the fucking wet ground because it's been raining. I'm just not getting wet. I'm just slumped over this chair.
You're just chilling.
Like, I'm dead over this. I was dead hanging over it, but it was fun, man. It was a good time. And that was a good way to make sure, I guess, that my back can handle some stuff too. I was like, we'll see how this goes. That's a big fucking guy. Cruel's a big dude.
I didn't think of that. I just remembered that, to be fair.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think about it either until I was texting one of my buddies that works for the site, and he's like, dude, what about your back? And I'm like, you fucking pussy. What about my back?
And not just that.
And then I'm also like,
in for a penny, in for a pound.
I'm also like, oh shit, my back. But yeah, I was definitely like, you fucking pussy. Ha, ha, ha. But I'm at the same time like, oh shit, my back. Fuck. I hope I am all right. But yeah, it's fine, man. It worked out great.
That's good.
Yeah, man. So it was a fun time. It was a nice little, pretty long little drive, but we had a good the run. I mean, it was good. It was a good day. And I might go Monday, not this Monday, but next Monday, the 18th.
The 18th,
I'll probably go to that as well. So it'll be fun. Yeah, so that was I didn't do anything. There was no fireworks or anything like that. I didn't really celebrate. I just went and watched wrestling and drove home. But
fair enough. That's just like a normal day for you. That's a normal day for you, isn't it, Cass?
I didn't go yet. I was going to go today to watch a match in Charlotte, but I decided against it. I might go tomorrow to watch my roommate wrestle in Augusta, which is about 4 hours away. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. It's one of those weekends where I'm demotivated to travel so far, but we'll see what's up. But
traveling sucks, so I do agree.
Yeah, it does. And I got some stuff at the end of the month. I got a lot of stuff coming up. But anyway, like I was saying, this week, it's the tail end of the holiday week, the 4th of July week. So we're doing Great American Bash matches because it started out as a 4th of July thing for WCW. Then for some reason, the pay-per-view moved to fucking June, and the Bash at the Beach went to July, and that made no sense to me. But we're doing Great American Bash for the 4th of July week. So we had 4 Great American Bash, not Horsemen, but we had 4 Great American Bash matches to choose from this week. And you picked 2, and I picked 2.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure everybody can figure out which 2 were picked by who because
I'm a WWE virgin, and you're
like old ass man. So the matches we had to choose from this week were, and I'm just going to read all 4 of them, and then I'm going to tell you the results. So your choices were Sting versus Vader from WCW Great American Bash '92 for the world title. Kevin Sullivan versus Chris Benoit from WCW Great American Bash 1906, and it was a Falls Count Anywhere match.
That needs to go on the list again because that looked dope. From what
Dude, that match is awesome. That match is awesome. They fight all over the building. Then you picked Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho from the WWE's Great American Bash 2008, and I don't know what kind of match that is.
This is it's a normal match, but it's the last match in it's a match on the last pay-per-view of the Ruthless Aggression era, because this is the one where Michaels, I assume he bleeds, but he bleeds a lot.
Yeah, if there's blood, he's bleeding.
Yeah, he bleeds a lot, man. And gotcha. This is during their acclaimed 2008 rivalry.
Gotcha. And then the final choice was Undertaker versus the Dudley Boys from the WWE Great American Bash 04. And you said that was the fucking Paul Bearer and Concrete match?
Yep.
So what is that exactly?
Basically, the Dudley Boys and Paul Heyman are an alliance, and they have basically said if Taker can't beat the Dudley Boys, Paul Bearer's in like this case, like glass case thing, encased with concrete up.
They're gonna pour concrete on him if he.
They're gonna pour concrete on him, and spoiler alert, because I won't be nominating it again, but Taker just for some reason does it anyway at the end of the match.
Gotcha. Well, let's go over the results. And well, since you already mentioned it, that got the least votes. That brought in 8.7% of the poll, the Taker Dudley Boys match. The next most votes was Michaels and Jericho from 08 with 21.7% of the vote. Coming in second place was the one that I actually had hoped would win, Kevin Sullivan versus Chris Benoit from WCW Bash 96 Falls Count Anywhere, and that was 23.9%. And with an overwhelming 45.7% of the vote, you guys want us to watch today for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, Sting versus Vader from WCW Great American Bash 1992. And if you'll remember, this is not the fucking big gold belt, because Flair had left and taken that one to WWF.
Oh, is it during this point?
It's 1992. So Flair was in WWF. He made his debut at Royal Rumble, and he was there through Survivor Series, and he doesn't show back up till 93.
I didn't realize he was there that long. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a year. He was there a year. So he had his year run in WWF, but he definitely left with the belt. And this is the one that's got the WCW title that pretty much Vader was notorious, and Ron Simmons had. It's the one with the globe on it in the front, the big blue.
Yeah.
So that's that WCW belt. So that's the match we're going to watch. Now, you guys, if you're watching it on the Peacock Network like I am, you go to the WWE section, go to WCW, then you'll go to the Great American Bash. You will select season 6 for some fucking reason instead of this being the year. So it's fuck balls. Yeah, so it's season 6, episode 1, or just go to the 1992 Great American Bash. I don't know why they do it that way, but you said it was what, and you're on the network.
And on the network, all I had to search was Sting versus Vader, Great American Bash, and it came straight up.
Yeah. So you're on the network, but I'm on Peacock, and I think we're pretty much dialed up the same. We're both at the 1 hour, 53 minute, and 38 second mark, correct?
Yeah.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Ron Simmons is doing an interview with with Magnum TA and Tony Schiavone, and he's got his finger pointed at us. So that's where we are. Everybody cue your things up. We'll give you a few minutes. If not, just pause it, wait, get your shit ready, and then when we come back, we'll be good to go. But Tom, my man, I'm going to get a sip of this Diet Dr. Pepper because it tastes like regular Dr. Pepper.
Does it really?
I guess. I don't fucking know. It all tastes like soda to me. It all tastes like diet soda. Anyway, man, you about ready to do this fucking thing?
Yep. And guys, I was a good boy. I did not watch the match ahead of time.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Just drop your? Did you drop your cassette tapes? Did you drop your Walkman?
Funny. I dropped.
Sounded like your fucking.
I dropped my controller.
It sounded like your Walkman hit the deck. But anyway, I digress. Enough ball busting for the day. Hey, did you notice my new glasses?
I did, my friend. Very nice.
Yeah, contacts in last week, new glasses in this week. So, but hang tight. Let me read this real quick. Talk for a second while I'm reading this text from another site.
Okay. So, yeah, guys, this is a match that I'm really looking forward to watching because basically through Cass is my only exposure to WCW. And I'm a massive Vader fan now because Cass has told me like how great Vader is, for lack of a better word, and I believe him now.
Oh, Vader's the man. Vader's the man. Hang on a second. Let me text.
I'll put it this way, bro. My only exposure to Vader was what's the word I'm looking for, Cass?
Do what?
Was a documentary someone produced about him where basically he goes, "I'm a fat piece of shit."
Oh, he says that at the end of when he gets out of the ring. I think it's his last WWF match. He gets out of he loses. He gets fucking jobbed out or whatever, and he gets out of the ring, and like Doc Hendricks, Michael Hayes, like is interviewing him right outside the fucking ring, and he's like, I'm just a fat piece of shit. I'm a fat piece of shit.
That's the only thing I've seen of Vader, and that was on, I think it was a Wrestling with Regret documentary. I think, like one of his like short form videos, long form videos, should I say? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. No, I grew up with Vader, so like he was one of my favorites as a kid. So I'm glad I can expose you.
You've exposed me to a lot of great wrestling, man. Like
we've watched. If you go back, we've watched a lot of Vader in these last 9 weeks.
We have. Like we've watched Stan, and we've watched 2 Stan Hansen matches too.
Couple Stings.
Oh yeah.
Sting Flair. This one. Is there another one? I think there might even be another one. I don't remember. But
I don't remember. Bro.
Anyway, brother, let's get everybody ready. You should be ready by now, guys. We've bullshitted and given you enough time to get this thing ready.
We've been bullshitting for nearly 18 minutes, bro. So do you know what I mean?
But we're ready to go. We're at the 1 hour, 53 minute, and 38 second mark. I'm gonna do the countdown this week. We're gonna go on go. It's 1, 2, 3.
Is this because I fuck it up normally?
No, it's because you did it last week.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it this week. So guys, if you're ready, I got the cock app dialed in. He's got the network. We're ready to go. Guys, let's watch this match. It's a good one. I remember watching it as a kid. So fucking let's rock and roll. We're going to go on 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. So, yeah, I guess we got – I don't think Ron Simmons has had his push for the title yet. So I guess we're pretty much building to that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I didn't get to hear what the promo was there. But I don't think he's had the belt yet. I don't think he's lost it and going back for it. I think he's still in the chase, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Did you hear any of that promo?
No, because I turned it right down again.
Yeah.
Like I say, I would love to watch him win the title if you want to do that one week.
Yeah, we'll pull that one up for sure. Oh, man, this is my favorite Vader, too, when he's got the fucking Mastodon helmet.
Yeah.
This is when he's still Van Vader. So he was Big Van Vader, and now he's Van Vader, and then eventually he's just Vader. But I love this Mastodon.
Was he just Vader in WCW or
towards the end of WCW? He was just Vader. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I love that that fucking Mastodon headdress he's got. It shoots steam out the back and shit. It's dope as fuck.
You know what? This has helped. Doing this project has helped me get over. Thinking that WWE is the greatest company in the world and WCW was a load of shit. I'll put it that way.
WCW was fucking awesome, man. Anybody that talks shit, I'm like, man, you just didn't watch it.
Yeah,
they had its stinkers. It had its stinkers, but fuck, dude, so did WWF, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, he's gonna do it. He's gonna make this. You ready for it? You gonna ready for the steam? Oh, there it is, baby. How'd he do it? Is it remote? He's magic. It just happens. But I'm a big fan of Harley Race as well.
The steam's just happened on my one, so I'm slightly behind you.
Okay, well, what All right, I'm gonna pause it for a second and let you catch up.
Steam's happened, and he's literally just standing by the mask now.
Let me
You
know
can
when
play
the camera pulls out to the wide shot of the ring.
it.
Oh, it had to have. You just don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
All right.
He's lifting his mask up at this point.
Has Sting come out yet?
Now it's pulled away to the wide shot, yeah.
All right, let me know when Sting is come out and it just tightens up on Sting.
Sting, it's just Sting now, yeah.
Is it tight on him? Is he turned? Is he facing? He's walking down? Sting just came across the bottom for me.
Yeah,
he's high-fiving kids.
Same
okay,
here.
He's high-fiving kids, high-fiving kids, high-fiving kids, high-fiving kids, holding on to the hand, high-fiving.
A crowd shot.
Crowd shot. Okay, I'm a
and now he's in the ring.
Him. Yeah, he's just not getting in the ring. So we're good enough. We're close enough. But this is I think this is also in Baltimore, maybe. Where
do
was
we
this
have an
match?
affinity for Baltimore, us two?
Great American Bash was usually a thing in Baltimore. That was like a tradition, but I'm not sure. Let me double check and see if that's where this one is. This was 1992. I want to say this might be Chattanooga. Nope, Albany, Georgia. Took place July 12th, 1992 at the Albany Civic Center in Albany, Georgia.
I don't even think my parents were together. That's quite funny.
I was 9. Yeah, we talked about this. The main event for this is not even the main event. This is the co-main with the main event being there's the belt I was talking about. See, it's the like round one.
It's beautiful.
It is a nice belt, but it's not big gold, you know?
Oh, it's not big gold. But I have a weird relationship with big gold because I grew up a SmackDown kid. So I love WWE's big gold. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, this was a good one, man. Sting right here in his red, white, and blue. Because that's what he did at the Bash every year.
Yeah.
Them white boys, too, man. Those are fire with the white pants and the red fucking Scorpion.
It reminds me a lot of, do you remember Seth Rollins' white attire at SummerSlam a few years ago?
Sure.
Not
really. I don't pay attention to Seth Rollins or new guys' gear unless I usually unless I look to see what it was like, because usually they're like.
Is Vader working stiff here? Because it looks very stiff.
Vader just always worked tight. We'll call it snug. I wouldn't say it's stiff. You know what I mean? He takes care of you. Vader's not the type of guy that'll fuck. I mean, he'll fuck you up if he doesn't like you, if he don't respect you. But Vader and Sting was a different story. I mean, it looks snug. I wouldn't say it's stiff.
Yeah,
I mean, that's snug. That's I don't know. That looked a little snug and stiff. That clothesline, god damn. Out of the corner, that short arm. And by the way, did you see Jesse Ventura at ringside in that fucking suit? Look at that. God.
Beautiful.
Bro. But man, I'm a big Harley Race fan. He's I got a good running joke with Kate from Fightful about Harley Race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're always like, every time it's mentioned, I'm like, hell of a manager. He's like, gets so mad that I don't acknowledge his fucking like 7 world title reigns and like his like incredible wrestling career. I'm like,
wasn't he like the first Intercontinental champion as well?
No, that was what's his name, Briscoe or Patterson or one of those.
Oh shit! No, I fucked it up. Ignore me.
Harley Race was a 7-time WCW world champion, but or NWA world champion.
Okay, so why did they just cut to commentary and Ron Simmons then, Cass?
Because Ron Simmons is going for this belt. Like he's the next contender, I think, after this. Who was the champion here? Sting was the champion.
Sting was the champion.
Yeah, so that means Ron Simmons gets the winner, I'm assuming.
Okay. As I say, I've had such a busy week that I didn't even get time to go back and watch any.
So what's happened is before this, Lex Luger was the champion, and Harley Race was his manager as well. And Lex Luger is now left, I think, to go to WWF as well, because he leaves in the summer and does the slam on the fucking boat here pretty soon.
Oh, the Lex Express thing.
Yeah, but yeah. So Harley was Luger's manager. Now he's Vader's manager. But Sting beat Luger for the belt at Super Brawl 2 in like March or February, and now we're into July. Okay. So this is like the next pay-per-view since then, I'm pretty sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, Beach Blast was the pay-per-view before that. Excuse me. Beach Blast was 92 Beach Blast. But no, Lex Luger wasn't at that one either. So Luger's already gone to WWF. But yeah. Yeah, so Sting beat Luger, and now we're doing this Sting Vader feud, and this is pretty much just a because Ron Simmons beats Vader for the belt, so this is pretty much just a means to get Vader to Ron Simmons, and then get Ron
transitional champ almost.
Yeah, and also to like you don't want to have babyface versus babyface for the world title. You don't want Ron Simmons beating Sting.
Yeah.
So you got to get it on somebody.
I was telling you off camera, but Will Washington is a massive Sting fan.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me during our interview this week that like he loved this, but he is bloody loving what Sting is doing right now, like jumping off of things and just being the crazy old man.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. It's makes me nervous because I'm like, oh God, don't die.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my childhood Sting right here, bro. This is what I grew up on.
This is another thing you've exposed me to. I'd never seen Surfer Sting.
Oh, dude, Surfer Sting was like the face of the company.
Mm.
I mean, they've already pretty much. I mean, they let Flair go, they let Luger go. Now they're like, yep, Sting's our guy.
So
which he'd been the guy before.
So is this during or after the Jim Herd era?
During-ish, I think. This might be. If it's not Jim Herd, it's K. Allen Fry.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, it might be K. Allen Fry. I'm not sure exactly. Let me double check. Let me see when Jim Herd left. I'm pretty sure he was still there.
That looked like it went wrong.
Let's see. So he resigned at the beginning of this year. So Jim Herd was gone.
Okay.
And he was replaced by K. Allen Fry. So this is the K. Allen Fry era. So the loss, there was so Flair left with the belt, and then there was a lawsuit going on.
Yeah.
Flair kept the belt because he said he was never paid back his $25,000 initial deposit for the title plus interest, which totaled $38,000. Herd ended up resigning from WCW on January 8th, 92, and this is July 12th. So he's been gone just over 7 months.
Okay. Yeah. Just genuinely curious on that one, Cass, I was.
Yeah, he had he fired Flair a year before the Bash. He fired Flair 2 weeks before Great American Bash 91.
Because he wanted him to be Spartacus, correct? And cut his
Spartacus,
head.
shave his head, be a muscle guy, and start
and take a massive pay cut, correct?
And they'd already demoted him and taken some of his responsibilities away, like in the back. But the Vader here, man, this was. God, he was.
Is this peak Vader?
Yeah, early '90s is peak Vader for sure. Ooh, sit on him.
Yeah.
He had gone to the open mask too, because when Vader first showed up in WCW, it was the closed mask,
yeah.
But now he's got that open mask, dude, that really fucking he's known for.
Because I've never seen this will be a match that I will go back and watch with commentary and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, because it's always fun with commentary. It's a little bit different than us. Dropping them big elbows. Harley Race loving it.
Mm.
We got another one. Another splash. Oh, is Sting going to be okay? God. We got Pee Wee Anderson in the ref. There's a ref holding it down.
I love how you know the WCW refs, bro.
Oh, dude, I grew up with them, yeah.
I know. But I think that's another problem with WWE. The refs are faceless cogs.
Well, they started doing that I mean, your era. So, like in your lifetime, WWE totally de-emphasized the name of the refs because they didn't want the referees being stars that could go make money elsewhere.
Yeah, I know.
Because that was happening with guys. You know what I mean? Like they would leave and then they could go make money at another company because they were a former WWE referee and they were known by their name, and that's why they stopped mentioning referees' names.
The last referee's name I remember being mentioned was Scott Armstrong.
Or Charles Robinson.
And that as well. But the biggest referee name thing I remember is when they ripped off the Montreal Screwjob.
I don't even remember that. That was Earl Hebner, but I don't even remember them ripping it off.
They've done it loads of times, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I don't remember anything about it. You know what I mean? Like, other than the first time, that's it for me. Look at Vader grabbing a hold, baby. So give me that leg. Is he going to drop him in the Scorpion?
I think so.
Oh, ultimate insult right here. Look at that. And he's staring down fucking Simmons while he does it, too. Dude, he throws a better fucking... No offense to anybody that watched the AEW is offended by this, but the AEW pay-per-view, what was it, Double or Nothing? How many bad fucking sharpshooters or Scorpion Deathlocks were thrown during that? Like, nobody could throw the hold. Vader's out here doing it better than everybody else did in that entire fucking pay-per-view.
I agree.
Like, Britt Baker couldn't do one. Fucking CM Punk couldn't do one. Who else couldn't do one? Like, 3 other people couldn't fucking do one.
Out of everyone that did one, I think CM Punk was the best.
And it was still dirt shit fucking terrible. Like, I wouldn't even say it was... using the word best around it's almost an insult to the whole process, but
it was the
no offense to CM Punk. It was the least shitty.
Yeah.
And it was shitty. Oh man, all Sting's paint's gone, baby. You can tell he's been through a war.
That's something I'd love to see them add into video games.
The paint coming off?
Yeah. I know it's a random tangent, but
no, I mean it's definitely adds realism and like makes it look not so fake. Oh man, Vader's getting a little gassed. Yeah, he couldn't squat anymore. So.
Why is that theme song going in my head?
I don't know what it was. Man, Sting looks hurt, bro. Sting looks like he's hurt. Is he gonna be okay? Like he's selling that leg, baby.
He's such was that the flare flop or did he just fall?
No, he just fell off of getting a good punch. I mean, it was very similar, but like he didn't ham it up as much, but it was very much, a similar thing. Sting's selling these fucking heavy hands, though. Yeah, Vader just ran right before this feud. Vader had a program with El Gigante before he sent him fucking clotheslines. Before he sent El Gigante packing the WWF as Giant Gonzalez to go wrestle with Undertaker. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Vader fucks him up and jobs him out, and then he goes to WWF to be Giant Gonzalez. He had a program with Vader where Vader like held his head over top of the Mastodon thing and blew steam up into his eyes and blinded him.
Oh wow!
And then the one-man gang shaved his fucking head, so the Giant Gonzalez was bald for a little bit in 91, early 92. But, yeah.
Oh, dear. If we ever do worst matches ever week, we're going to have to watch, like, a Giant Gonzalez match.
Or any El Gigante match, because all he can do is throw clotheslines in the claw and, like, chops.
Yeah.
Like, very much great Khali. Very great Khali of him.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Vader's just been... So, dude, Vader... Sting hadn't had any offense in, what?
No, he hasn't.
8 minutes, bro. God, I mean, they're doing a good job Sting is making Vader look so strong here. You know what I mean?
I think this is the match. Do you remember I said to you that the Brody Lee Cody match was based on?
Where it's just a Vader squash?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I don't remember. I mean, this is a 17-minute match. So was that match 17 minutes? The other one?
It wasn't quite. It was about 15.
Oh, they're Sting getting a little flurry. He's going to get a little fire back. Getting a little fire back up.
Maybe it wasn't then because Cody didn't get that at all.
No, dude, that match was over in 5 minutes, if even that. It was like a 3-minute squash, wasn't it? That Cody Brody one?
I thought it was longer than that, but yeah.
We can look. Right. I think it was real short. Oh, Sting's getting a little fire, though. Throwing some shit. Hit the DDT.
Ooh.
But will he be able? Is it enough? Has he gone through too much though, Tom?
Have you
Can
done
he do it?
commentary before? Because I think you'd be sick at commentary.
Yeah, I've done a lot of commentary before. It just depends. I don't know the names and moves as much, so like I'm better at being the color guy, not the play-by-play.
Oh, so you'd be Vince McMahon, essentially.
Yeah, or I'm not Excalibur.
So you couldn't do coming up next week. I can't do what he does.
No. Uh-oh. Vader's going up top, baby. He's going to that high risk district. Oh, Sting! I get the kicks to the gut from Sting.
I bloody love Vader.
Dude, he's so good at just like getting everybody their shine too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So one thing I have always been curious about: if WWE booked him better, do you think he would have worked in WWF?
WWE booked him like shit. He did. He did work for WWF, and they booked him like shit, and he left.
What I meant was, if his booking had, like, do you think he would have been good in WWF if he had been booked better?
He was great. He could have been great anywhere if he was booked better. Like he was the biggest. Like WCW made him a fucking huge deal and a huge star. So was New Japan, and then he goes to WWF and he's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
But they were doing that too. That was at the time of them just taking WCW guys and making them look like shit. That's why Sting never wanted to go. That's another reason Sting never wanted to go to WWF, man, because he was afraid that like this kind of shit was going to happen to him. Oh no, Randy Anderson's down. Sting with the belly to back and the bridge. Randy, where you at? 1, 2. Oh no. Harley Race is beside himself. Shake it free, baby. Like it's a fat baby at ringside too. You see that? The blonde hair.
Jeez, that baby would.
Did they dye that kid's hair?
I don't know, man.
Nobody else has blonde hair.
That baby would be older than me.
Dude, look though. Everybody's got real dark hair around that baby. No! Sting hit the turnbuckle. He shot too far on the Stinger's Scorpion's.
Bro, that's normally an indication of something, but let's not go there.
The milkman's baby?
Yeah.
Oh no, Sting was too eager and he shot too far and he damn hit his head on the, I don't know, fucking turnbuckle post.
I would do like play-by-play, but I'm the same as you. I would literally be like, what a maneuver!
Oh no, Sting's down.
Oof.
Oh, he's busted open too.
Now my annual question, bladed or real?
Bladed. He was hanging upside down. He definitely had time to do it while he was hanging, and nobody could see it. He's doing it right there too. He's probably just put it back. He'd probably just grabbed it again. You not see him rubbing his head right there?
Yeah.
He just did it right there again too, just to fucks with it some more. Open it up a little bit more.
Maybe it's just me. I could never imagine taking a blade to my head.
You don't feel it. You do it so fast. You don't do it deep. If you do it too deep, it never stops. You just barely do it. You're sweating so much, blood just like goes all over your sweat, and it just looks a lot worse than it really is. He's already not bleeding anymore, really. You know?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just a little cut, unless like you do it. Oh no, he's done. Look at that, folded him up, baby.
Was that it?
That's it. He powerbombed the shit out of him and then folded him the fuck up.
There's a post-match interview. I'm guessing you're going to want to watch that.
Yeah, we might have to. Turn your volume up so we can hear it a little bit when they do the interview.
Volume 16. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Yeah. Got that. Yeah, the crowd wasn't expecting that. Look, sucked the life out of them. They're not happy. Kids are mad. That kid was screaming, "Fuck you!" in the background next to that shirt. Look at him with his glasses. You see him in the white shirt?
Yeah.
Bro, with holding up the black Sting shirt, he was screaming. He was hot. No pain. No pain. Ugh. Yeah, this is where he's done right here. Watch him. You can see him. You might be able to see him blade a little bit here. Boink. Doesn't even hit his head, but there he goes right for it. Wham!
That was very that was more Stone Cold, that wham.
Yeah, Stone Cold screams wham a lot, but Jesse screams it too. Grizzly Smith, that's problematic as fuck. Look at that shoot, bro. Look at that drip he's got. What's weird is they got Nikita Koloff checking on him when Nikita Koloff and Sting were feuding literally earlier this year.
It's called continuity, my friend. It's not wrestling's friend.
Yeah. Oh, no, they feuded last year from Super Bowl 1 through, like, middle of the year. Look at Nikita Koloff wearing flip-flops, too, baby. Look at that. He's got his flops on, everything. Nikita Koloff don't look so tough with his gear and flops. That's the thing. No. And Ole Anderson was a referee, not even in charge of the book anymore. That's a demotion. But I don't guess we're going to get an interview with Ron Simmons. Who are they with? Yeah, no interview. You can turn it back down.
Okay. Yeah, there is an interview in like a minute.
Who's it with? Ron Simmons?
Vader.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll just wait then. We'll just talk until he shows up. Well, you know about Magnum TA? You probably have no knowledge of Magnum, do you?
No. Is he the one that had the car accident right before he was supposed to get a massive push?
Car or motorcycle wreck. Yeah, he was going to be like the next huge star. And he got hurt.
That's literally all I know, bro.
I mean, he was basically mustache. Like, that was his thing. It's just mustache and sex appeal.
Is that why his name's Magnum?
Yeah,
there we go. The interviews come up now.
Yeah, he was just like Magnum PI, but he was Magnum TA.
That's Bischoff?
Yeah, turn up a little bit more.
Volume 33.
What do you mean, Shock? It went just like it was supposed to be. This man is the greatest athlete on the face of God's green earth, and we just showed every little stinger out there that the myth is the myth has been destroyed. This is the king of athletes, the king of wrestling. The man in wrestling today is Big Van Vader.
All right, how about it, Van Vader? Already people talking about the rematch between you and Sting. Will we see a rematch, Van Vader?
To me, the pain game has been taught. The lesson has been learned. And brother, the pain game is over for Big Van Vader. Stands on top of the world. The heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah!
Well, wrestling fans, they talk about history here at the Great American Bash. This one may go down in history as the only heavyweight title match to show up on a Richter scale. Let's go back now to Jim Ross and Jesse Ventura.
Nice.
There we go. That was sick.
That was fun. Harley Race got a little. He got a little lost there at the end. He just had to go and just turn around and leave.
Yeah.
He was just like But yeah,
that was sick.
Man, Vader. This was Vader's first WCW title, and this is pretty much like Vader was the man for the next couple years.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I mean he loses to Ron Simmons and he gets it back. And then he feuds with Flair when Flair comes back. And then he feuds with Hogan when Hogan comes back. I think he has a Macho feud for a little bit, him and Macho. And then he's there and he's involved until the Fall Brawl 95. And he's on like Hogan and Sting's team and Luger's team, I think, or Macho, whoever's on the fucking team with him. And Vader gets in that fight with Paul Orndorff and gets his ass kicked and quits. So
is that when Paul Orndorff had done it in flip flops, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, beat his ass in flip flops in the back. That's great. But yeah, man. So that was a fun one. Great American Bash 1992.
That was fun.
The main event though is good too because you get Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and Terry Bam Bam Gordy, but they lose.
And
I
do you
think-
want
I
to
think-
guess my only exposure to Doctor Death?
Brawl for All.
Yep.
That's fun. Well, he was. I mean, 80s. He was the
UW.
UWF champion. Excuse me, and then he came
Which
to WCW
one?
and not Herb Abrams.
Ah,
other
okay.
one.
Okay.
The other one, the one that was Bill Watts's.
Yeah, I get you now.
Yeah. But the main events, though, we had the inaugural NWA World Tag Team Championships, because this is like this was where before this there was two sets of titles. There was the World Tag Team titles and the US Tag Team titles, and they got rid of those two sets of belts, and now there's just one title, and it's the NWA title, World Tag Team titles.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we
Put
got
that on
Terry
the
Gordy
list.
and Dustin Rhodes.
Put that on a future list, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match if you like tag team wrestling, but
Which I do, personally.
yeah, man. So yeah, that was fun. So what next week is just a random July.
It is.
So-
But my thinking, my friend, was during StarCast weekend. StarCast, is that the phrase?
Yeah, I'll be gone.
I know this, but what I was getting at was there's an event taking place called Flair's Last Match. So I was thinking 4 Flair matches for next week.
Well, that's not next week. Starcast is in 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. But if we do the Flair one this week and next week, which will be 2 weeks, and then SummerSlam the week after, that will take us up to
Okay.
SummerSlam.
So you want to do Flair next week and then SummerSlam the week after?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do SummerSlam and then Flair?
Oops. SummerSlam, it's your call, bro.
No, I'll let you decide. Do you want to do Flair next week?
Yeah, let's do Flair next week.
Okay. So you can pick 2 Flair matches you'll send to me. I'll pick 2 Flair matches. We'll put the poll up. So guys, to participate in this poll next week, if you haven't done so yet, you need to follow us on Twitter at Wrestle Watch Pod. We put a poll up every week. You get to vote. You pick the match we watch, just like we did today. So make sure you follow us. Follow BODYSLAM Net as well. Get your news, bro. Go to the website and follow us both on social media. You got to follow Tom there at Tom Talks Rubbish. Follow me at Casshole with 3 O's. Tom, you got a bunch of good stuff coming out lately in the next couple weeks. You've been busy, man. So you want to tell everybody what you've been doing, what you've been up to, what's coming up, what to look forward to, and all that good shit.
So, a interview I've got coming out with Will Washington, which will hopefully air next week. I'm not quite sure when it will air, but Will Washington from Grapsody will be airing at some point in the near future. And he went so in depth on a lot of things like Grapsody, his journey in podcasting, because he's been podcasting for nearly 18 years, which I didn't even realize till I did some research on him. And should I spoil this or should I not, Cass?
It's up to you, brother.
Basically, he goes in depth into something that he's not gone in depth about before. You know what it is because I told you off camera. But if the good people want to know, they can check the interview.
Might as well
out.
tease it, man. That way, anybody that's watching this might, maybe they'll want to watch that one if they weren't interested before.
Basically, as you know, Will Washington used to work for RBR, which is a podcast, and he went really in depth about how and why he left RBR.
Nice. Well, that'll be good, man. I've heard the story from him personally already, so I'm interested to hear him talk about it with you too. So that'll be a good show.
That was a
man.
lot of
That's
fun.
Awesome.
The only thing I did feel guilty about is obviously with Zoom, at the minute it's the 40-minute limit, isn't it?
I think so. I don't know.
It is, and literally towards the end, I was like, "Gotta go!" Like before,
That's right.
otherwise,
Yeah. If you don't pay for the pay version or whatever, I think there's a cap on
and
it.
then no, I don't want to tease that because he's asked me, and I told you about it off camera, but I don't know when it's going to happen yet.
Okay. Nice.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. You got some stuff coming up then, but tell everybody where to find your work too, man. Where do they follow your stuff at?
So, as the good man Cass said, they can follow me on Tom Talks Rubbish on Twitter, and they can find my YouTube channel, Tom Talks Rubbish, on YouTube, where I've basically managed to interview a lot of the great greats in wrestling media? A lot of the greats. I've done really well, even if I do say so myself. I've got, excuse me, that was a beer. What's it called? I have done so well over the last 2 years. Like, as I always say, I've got an interview with this great man, which I probably will tweet out again soon because more people need to see it, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, so as I say, you can find my work over at Tom Talks Rubbish. It'd be great to connect with you guys.
That's what's up, man. And I look forward to all that stuff, man. You always do good shit. So everybody definitely follow Tom if you're not already. Subscribe to his YouTube channel so you don't miss any of his interviews. He does good stuff. And speaking of that, man, you should be doing the same for us. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do so. You can find it down here below. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. Share it. Let everybody know what you're watching. We always appreciate that too. And man, you can find us on all the platforms as long as I remember to upload the fucking file. I'm the worst. So in theory, you can find us on every, audio medium that you could think of, as long as I remember to upload the file. So yeah, I'm going to do that when I get out. I don't know if I did last week's. Anyway.
I don't know, bro.
Dude, I got a lot of shit on my plate. I get distracted, but
I know.
It's all right. But guys, thank you again. As always, we appreciate you hanging out with us on, this is a Friday. The show will probably go up either today or tomorrow morning, probably tomorrow morning, Saturday again. So that seems to be the move. So look for this Saturday morning as usual. I'll probably keep that as our regular for now. But Tom, buddy, anything else you want to say before we wrap this fucking week's show up?
No, as always, Cass, this has been fun and can't wait for next week.
Yeah, man, guys, same. Yeah, follow the podcast. We'll have 4 Flair matches for you to choose from next week in honor of Flair's last match coming up in 2 weeks, which is people have thoughts on that as well. But hey, I'm going to be there. It's going to be fun for me, maybe. I'm going to watch Randy. Let's see what happens. Randy the Ram Robinson and fucking all over again, maybe. Who knows? But
I love that. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks again. Appreciate everybody as always. We love you. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys